Feature Friday.
The freshest.
That was
great. He was fantastic. What was his name?
Aditya
Narayan.
Narayan. Mirrors.
Oh, freaking fantastic.
You were right here alone. Kiss from a Rose.
Oh, Seal. The way I love this song.
Some people are just born to fucking sing. Some people are just born to sing.
Listen. The way that I relate Arijit to alternative singing, right from the first time I heard him, it was like
now
he
it's
would
sealed
be
in your mind forever.
Lord, great freaking
Oh,
pun
why?
there.
Because it's sealed.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that. I want a freaking cover album.
What's he barefoot?
Oh, I think it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just
It feels comfortable.
Maybe it's just like chilling.
You gotta feel fucking comfortable, proper, to take your socks off, your shoes off.
I do that.
As you sing.
I've done that
In a
plenty of times.
gig?
Yes. I did it in a mosh pit. Like, there was glass on the floor and everything.
And you were singing.
Yeah.
Well, can I just say, there was glass on the floor. That was kind of stupid.
Well, not on the stage. There was glass on the floor.
Yeah, but that's a much more intimate place.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's wilder. That he feels that comfortable.
I also think it's part of the culture in India.
You think?
Yeah, because like when you go to temples and stuff, you have to take your
Really?
shoes off. Yeah, you have to be barefooted. And I think there's a lot of like
I don't know. I'm just
cultural
asking.
things that you have to do barefooted.
Yeah.
That's
Why?
what I've learned through movies.
Can I ask why?
I don't know what it represents.
Just so you truly connect to the soil type of thing.
I think it has to do with something spiritual.
Find grounding, but more.
Yeah. Well, we also saw it in like different scenes of Bollywood that we checked out. You know, in Bola Redola, they were barefooted as well. As they were dancing and celebrating. So I think it has like a proper intertwined reason. Yeah, so
I like that song.
That's a great song.
Good song.
Bola Redola, it's really great. Do it again!
Because it's the only one barefoot.
I know. Maybe it's just comfort.
Simple man, eh? But just say. Now that your rose is alone, a life that's at home on the
He's awesome. He's awesome.
I want a full version of that. Lata Mangeshkar. Oh, for Anne Murray.
What a great fusion of things. Oh, that's brilliant.
Hey, I want more of the other one.
What was that? This is such a tease of a video. It's a tease.
I want to check out that one. If anyone has the link.
Oh, I want to watch that live.
I want to watch Mirrors by Aditya. Arijit's Kiss from a Rose. Dun, dun, dun. And then also this one, Earth Song. I'm actually not familiar with this song.
This is from Les Mis.
That's why.
That's really cool.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh, what concert that we just saw, the Earth song.
Yeah, it's like a tribute. A backing vocalist is attractive.
They're hot.
Oh, the Hindi movie.
Sorry.
What different version?
This is the pop version of.
So cool to see the different.
And I love the cultural inclusion in every version. Like there is such a, even though this would be the pop version of it, it sounds so like refined,
different, and that's the thing.
That.
That's why we really enjoy not doing this type of videos. These videos are obviously enjoyable on their own, but
they're fun.
The idea of the podcast, which is not only like different countries and music industries, but different interpretations of the same genre that we have been exposed to.
That's right.
Like, what does rap sound like in your country?
That's right.
Where you grew up? What does R&B, rhythm and blues? What's the interpretation of jazz there? What's the interpretation of pop?
What marked generations in a specific decade? Because I find that also tells so much of the future, like or the present influences that you hear in the popular music in a specific region of the world. Because for example, it was undeniable, like global influences, like for example Michael Jackson. They marked the 70s and the 80s in the world, right? In the absolute complete world. But there are certain things that became really perfect pinnacle that were very regional to certain places, and they marked and evolved into what you hear today. So I love when you guys suggest videos that are really old. Yeah, they're the beginning of this brand new genre, or the thing that marked them when you were in your teen years, the song that you sang in your wedding and stuff like that. Because I feel like that's what really represents music and the culture and people and how we're all intertwined at the end of the day. It's so exciting. I get so passionate. I love it.
Very, very cool.
This is really fun.
The funny thing is, you'll find out the more you learn, the less you know. True.
It's so correct.
But also, the more you realize that where you thought ideas were original from a specific place, and now there's this whole thing of where people are very protective of the thing, and it's like, oh, you dummy! It didn't come from there.
Yeah, that's right.
It came from fucking miles upon thousands of miles away from you, and you think that's the truth, but that's not the truth. Yeah. It came from here or there or there.
It's so humbling, like learning about music from all across the globe. Like, it's so humbling because it really broadens your horizons, and it takes you away from your little bubble.
Exactly.
where you thought you were safe and the things that belong to you. Then suddenly, there's this whole world out there that. And we all take part.
It's insane.
And we all took part of the evolution of music itself. And I just find it so fascinating.
With the indie music industry, that's the realization I've been making lately. It's like, fuck, it didn't come from anywhere else. Like, I think they might have done it first than everyone else.
Yeah, it originated from there.
That's where that shit hit me like a truck. And I was reading some of your comments and I was reading some of the articles you guys sent me, and I was like,
yeah.
Fuck, I think that's it could have been here where it all began.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And we're focusing in other places as well, and it's like, maybe we're focusing in the wrong, you know what I mean, in the wrong places.
I totally agree, but I think it's part of the journey. I think of course. It's part of the journey, because then say that it originated like, I don't know.
Many things that like, sorry to interrupt, but like many things like flamenco, right? Mm-hmm. Like seeing the journey of that genre, it's like understanding humanity better and how we traveled.
It's just going back in history.
Oh, it's so cool to see that
shit.
Is. I don't know if I'll ever like be as interested in it to like get a degree on it. You know what I mean? Like actually formalized, because there's music history, right?
Yeah, there's music historians.
Because I think that shit would be hefty as fuck, and I don't think my brain would manage it.
It would be amazing. I think I
would love to sit down with many of them and talk and discuss. And the more I I guess, knowledgeable. Not in the way that they are knowledgeable, but knowledgeable in a more practical manner, like by playing and learning new genres and becoming more practical with things, because that's kind of how I learn anyways. And then sitting down and figuring out the theoretical and historical answers. That would be a fucking pleasure. So if any of you are music historians, give me a text. I'd love to have you on the pod.
Oh, wouldn't it be crazy? I would have so many freaking questions. Yeah, it's awesomeness. And these are the versions that people grew up with, you know?
Valerie.
Oh, she did that so freaking clean. That was impressive.
No bollocks, no BS, just like her holding the phone,
and he was
singing.
like here as well, like the freaking camera.
She's just
like
singing
here.
for singing.
I love that. She was very, very good.
I want to know more about her. Go on.
Me too.
Big production, man.
Oh, this is we've seen them cover. We saw them do a cover of this really cool song that was by
Sanam.
Yes, I'll tell you what the song was. They were amazing. This was the band that covered that song in an acoustic manner.
You know what's funny? Sanam, that sounds like Janam, Janam, Janam.
Sorry, oh my god.
Been obsessed because I've been playing, not that song, I've been playing Dum Hi Ho.
Yeah, we saw them cover La Lag Ja Gale. You remember this song?
Sanam.
Yeah, and
they're from South India.
Yes, and actually, no, they're not from the South, are they? No, they're not from the South.
Are they not?
I don't think
sure?
so. Let me just go back to the cover.
Was that not from the podcast?
This song is actually from an old legendary singer. Her name. She gave voice to the Golden Bollywood World. What was her name? Lata Mangeshkar.
Ah.
That's the original singer, and we saw the cover first, and we're like, wow, this band really has it down.
That's right, Waleska. Well done.
Thank you. It took me a little while to connect the dots. To connect the dots, but yeah, this is the same
correct.
band.
Yeah, I'm a dummy.
Oh,
It's
wow.
They're not from South India. I don't know where they're from, but a part of India.
Yeah, they're definitely not from the south of India. But yeah, isn't it cool? Like, I remember them being a really, really good band.
Class.
They were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I knew his voice is so... fantastic. Isn't it good? What a take.
I love that one.
Yes, sir. Oh my god, I want more Sanam. Oh.
Well, spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
For the future. Well, let us know what you thought about it, guys. Certainly very cool to find out new names and also familiar faces. I'd love to hear if you do have any other links to some of these songs that we kind of showcased a lot of interest to. It would be class to check them out, the full version.
Oh, what a cool idea.
I think they deserve a lot of credit. And also, it would be cool to put on a podcast as well. Do tune in this Friday because it's going to be Christmas.
Happy Christmas!
If you're not celebrating Christmas, then I hope still you have some lovely festivities.
Holidays!
Yeah, and do tune in on the podcast. We will try and discover kind of pinnacle songs in the festivities. So, for example, from the Philippines, it will be kind of like it will probably be very Christmas related. We will try and find some from obviously South Korea, maybe from India. There's a French song that someone's been requesting that is very festive over there, and I'm very interested. So again, like Feature Friday from all around the world, do tune in. This time it's gonna be like
like a mixture.
Yeah, different artists from different parts of the world, different cultures, different sounds. So do tune in. And apart from that, lovely to see you guys. Goodbye.
Yay, goodbye.